Hey, this is John from Paddle Monster. I just wanted to reach out and thank all of you who have gotten our mailing list to 10,000 paddlers. It's really a testament to how big this community is and how connected we all are. So really, really appreciate you for that. Want to also say for any of you that are working through illnesses or injuries that we've all been there. We're all here for you now, and we hope that you recover well. A few of our friends have busted wings and busted shoulders and are sick, or have family or parents who are going through things. So just good luck. We're thinking about you and sending happy ocean thoughts to you. We got a lot of really cool charity stuff going on. Adrian Angell and his brother are going to paddle 100 miles for Diabetes UK. We've got a Joel Yang out in Hood River. Sent me this hat. See, really cool. Had an amazing fundraiser. Still maybe even going. Check out. He's been keeping the 24 alive out there, and they I think they raise close to $30,000 for people with cancer. Unbelievable. My daughter Stella and I are going to be paddling in the Round the Cape race in Cape May, the third week in June, and we're raising money. There's a link in the newsletter about how you can donate for people who've had spinal injuries. A good friend of ours, Jada Satnick, broke his neck a number of years ago, and recovered and is actually paddling in his own event now, which is just an absolute miracle. And he and his family created this foundation to be able to give back. So building ramps for wheelchairs and helping people access care. And we're trying to get a beach wheelchair built that takes people right down to the water. It's an amazing event. So my daughter Stella and I have been training for this for a few months now. It's 15.5 miles with a time limit. You have to do it in under 4 hours. It has flat water in the canal, out one inlet in another, open ocean. Never know what you're going to get, but we are working hard. We actually did half a graveyard this morning, the long half, which I think every half is the long half. But she's turning 13 this year, this summer, and she's been training really hard. So it's been a real gift to be able to get on the boat with her. We competed in the Carolina Cup, and we just had a blast. So I am just loving this time right now with her and enjoying every time we get out on the water. But we're also raising money, like I said. There's a link in there if you feel like throwing a few dollars our way. It's a really good cause. So much of the money goes right to them. And we've got a lot of new classifieds, a lot of things happen on the site. Last thing I want to say is actually about the site. So we have been doing constant upgrades every day. We're fixing something or adding something, making it easier to do something that might have been a pain in the ass to do before. We have had people come to advertise, people asking about the list. You can get on the newsletter, you can get on the website. We've been just fixing a lot of things. We had a bot attack this week where it took down the site for 15-20 minutes and had to fix that, but it's all part of it. So but just let you know that we're here, we're improving. We appreciate you, and thanks for all of your patience. And for those of you who are training with us, great job going into the summer. Larry's got some great information for you, including a video on gears. So if you aren't familiar with the idea of gears, you just think about it as a bike. When you're paddling, you have gears too. You've got your more difficult gears and your easier gears, and how you use them is super valuable. So any of the basic members or paid members can access that. That's at the bottom. And then we've got a really cool article from Lisa Schell on how to read wind forecasts, which is huge because every time I go out, I'm always looking at the weather, and specifically here because we get storms. If there's going to be any kind of lightning close by, I have an alert set on my phone that tells me if there's lightning within 10 miles. The wind forecast is huge because The last thing you want to do is go with the wind, and then all of a sudden you have to get back, and it's a nightmare, because the whole time with the wind you're like, this is awesome, and then on the way back it's not so awesome. But it's really good to learn the forecasting tools. This article is amazing, so that you just limit the number of surprises, keep you safe. It'll help you plan and have a good strategy for where you're going to be going. So awesome articles. And then there's a great post that we also linked in there, from Total Sup, our friends over there, written by Maddie LeBlanc, about the camp at the Carolina Cup with Seychelles, ran with Coach Larry Cain. And we got to see a lot of our friends, and they did a really good job, and everybody seemed to have an amazing time. So again, thanks for your support. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for being out on the water. Thanks for healing. Thanks for being kind to each other on social media. And I hope you like this week's Paddler's Journal. And good luck. Have fun. Have a great weekend.